how to travel cheap or even free. And this is, I'm 100% serious. Stay tuned. So there's this whole misconception that you have to be rich or you have to have a lot of money to travel. I'm going to break this down into 5 parts. These are the 5 things that you absolutely need. We're going to talk about flights. We're going to talk about accommodations. We're going to talk about food, how to get around, and also doing some deep search for excursions or anything that you like to do. So make sure if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you guys consider that. Hit the subscription below to subscribe to get more videos like this. Also turn on that bell notification, smash that thumbs up, leave me a comment. Now, what I want to do is I want to do a simple search and I want to expose what I've done to get some of the cheapest stuff here. Now, I am close to LA, and so a lot of my stuff is going to be based on LA. But let's just say I want to go clear across the world to, let's just, I don't know, Fiji. And the first thing is you always want to look at flights. Flights is one of the biggest, actually, misconceptions that it's expensive, but it really isn't if you know where you're looking for. So let's go ahead and come and we look at Expedia. Now, the one thing I absolutely love about Expedia is rewards points. Every time you purchase through Expedia, you get rewards points and then you get some really deep discounts the more you use this site. So keep that in mind. You don't have to sign up for anything, make an account, and it will start tracking all your purchases. This includes with flights, your stays, your cars, your packages, anything that you purchase through Expedia. So keep that in mind when you are looking. So here we go. Now, if we do come here, it says 11 p.m. flight. You get there at 4:40 a.m. and it's a 10-hour non-stop flight, which is great. That's really, really good. Almost 11 hours. So 7:28, that's actually pretty good. We're going to select this one. And then if you move on, it's going to give you your return flight. If you come back here, 9:40 p.m., get here at 12:55 p.m., no extra charge. So we're going to go ahead and choose that one. And there we go. You get your first check bag included, carry on included. So great. So this is pretty good. This price is actually very, very good. Round trip to Fiji, $727 from LA. And again, nonstop flights, which it's awesome. Now, let's go ahead and look at what Skyscanner is doing. And again, I like Skyscanner too because it does give you some stuff here. So check this out. This looks like it's $678 nonstop flights, also 11 p.m., 4:40 a.m. So everything looks really good. We're going to hit select. And if you come down, the one thing I really love about this guy is you can come here to the bottom and it tells you can go to trip.com, my trip, go to gate, smart fees, explore trip. Everything is here. So we're going to go to the cheap one, the $678. To see just in case what the taxes are. Now, after fare and everything, it comes out to $677.90. Now, that's actually pretty good. I've never used trip.com to see what kind of rewards you get. I've never seen it, but if you know what, it's flying through Fiji Airlines, so doesn't even matter at that price. If rewards are a big deal, I would stick again with this one. You're paying a few bucks more, but remember, you get those few bucks back. Now, the last thing is if we do go to Google Maps, if we come here, the cheap one's going to be $709 round trip. So I'm going to select this flight. Again, Google Maps has some great stuff here. So we're just going to go with the budget one. And here it goes to book with Go to Gate. That comes up to $680. You could select this. It's again, some great stuff here to choose from. So lots of options there. As you can see right above my head, literally right there, $679. So some really good stuff. I know with flights it can get a little bit complicated, but as you can see there, just depends on what you do. Expedia has some amazing rewards and sometimes they are the cheapest. As you saw this one, I was able to save about 40 bucks if I went a different route. So 40 bucks is not much, but there's your options. Now, how to get around. This one is such a big one here. And I think this kind of goes hand in hand with your hotel. So wherever you're going to be staying at, you want to look around and shop around, and there's tons of things. There's like for accommodations, you got like Woof, which Woof does sound a little bit funny, but it's pretty much a exchange. Like you help work on a farm and they let you stay there for free. We love free. Look at this. So worldwide opportunities on organic farms. Woof is a worldwide movement to link visitors with organic farmers. So you just pretty much choose your destination and that's it. So Asia Pacific, Fiji, you click on visit, and then from here you find a host. So found 2 hosts. This is pretty nice. You can work on their farm. And the cool thing about the map over here, it tells you exactly where the location is. So if you just click on this, it will give you all the information that you need so that way you can stay there. Now, I know some people might be like, do I really have to go through Woof to, to get anything? Of course not. Again, you could use Expedia or you could use any of these other apps to find stuff. This one, if you wanted to go the free route, that's a free route for you. For me, the hotel is it could be the most expensive thing. But again, if you search for this just at the right way, it's not that pricey. Same exact dates, and check this out. I just searched by price, Blue Light Village Hotel, $15 a night, $153 for the full week. And of course, the higher the price goes and you get some of the better hotels, hostels are actually a really good option. Sometimes with hostels, you can get a private room, which is still good. Travelers Beach Resort, tons of options. Now, when you are looking for accommodations and when you are looking for how to get around, it's always good to see on a map. So I always do view on a map. Nadi's airport is literally like right here. When you go to Nadi, one of the places that I really like to stay here is right there, the Denaro Island. Now, the reason for that is because check this out. When you come here and we blow this up, here's the port. And after doing an extensive amount of research, I actually ended up staying at the Hilton Fiji Beach Resort Spa. They have a tram system or a little bus system that takes you around this entire area. It literally drops you off at all these little resorts. So you got the Big Bula Water Park. You got the port here. The port is actually really nice because, again, even if you were to walk, this was maybe like a 10-minute walk. If you were to walk from here all the way over and you come all the way here to where the place is at, you got food, you got shopping centers, you got cruises, you got tons of stuff here. Now, I know right now you guys are probably wondering, like, wait a minute, we're making this very expensive. So far, it was what, $700 to fly out there round trip. You're probably going to spend about another maybe $20 for a taxi to drop you off at the hotel. And most of these hotels will pick you up from the airport and it's free of service. But let's just add $100 round trip that you have to pay for taxi services. So we're looking at about $800 so far. That hotel that I mentioned was this one right here at $254 a night, which was about $2,000. Which could add up pretty good. If you zoom out just a little bit and you come just right over here, right off the beach, it's $419 for the week. $419 for the week. So we're looking at $1,200 so far for your stay and everything. Now, when we start looking, before we get into the excursions to do those deep dives, we've covered flights, we've covered your hotel, how to get around. And the biggest thing, number 4, is food. What do you do with food? Now, I always put several $100 away for food because I like to spoil myself and whoever I'm with. So when it does come to that, what I like to do is I like to research how much does it cost for food. Now with Fiji, a lot of stuff when it comes to the dollar is a lot cheaper. Same thing with areas like Japan, with China, Hong Kong, India. There's so many places in the world that food will not cost that much. Now, if I do want to do something a little bit nicer where I'm like, hey, I want to try that authentic food and I was able to eat here, again, amazing stuff. The first thing I like to do is just read reviews, and everyone's saying highly recommend this place. Everything is good. They have kava. They have a lot of good stuff here. So I like to look at their menu. And if you don't know the rule of thumb, Fiji it's pretty much half. Like you want to cut the amount in half. I think it's like 47 cents to their dollar. So if we're looking at like, okay, I want to have a drink here. So this is Fiji bitter stubby, whatever kind of drink that is, six Fijian dollars. That's $3 USD. If you want something a little bit more, look at this lobster tail, $60. That's $30, $30 USD. And some of their curries, it's going to be like 15 bucks. Like seafood platter, $40 here. That's 20. If you want a meal for two, 40 bucks total for two people is not that bad. So a lot of stuff there when it comes to that. Now, the last thing is doing a deep search when it comes to excursions. So you have things to do. Most of the time with a lot of these places, like here, you have the beach. You could literally just walk down the beach and you'll have tons of stuff. You could rent a boogie board or some kind of water activities that might only be $5 for the day to rent stuff. Now, if you're looking at something a little bit more lavish, I guess, I found this site called bookme.com.fj for Fiji, of course. And look, you could do a sunset cruise, $79 Fijian. This is Fijian dollars. So again, cut that in half. That's going to be about 30 some bucks. Or if you want to round up to 40 bucks a person, which is a steal on a cruise for the day. Now, if you want to visit some of the islands, the way I looked at the price is this is total for two people. River tubing, like some great stuff here. And look, if you want a couples massage, this is a couples massage for 120 bucks or $60 for two people. Some amazing deep deal prices here. So the one thing I highly recommend is do a deep search. Things to do in Japan or things to do in Fiji, things to do wherever, depending where you're staying. And then based on that, I would search whatever that term is. Once I know, okay, this is a cool thing to do, I would now search that term and I would put the word budget or cheap at the end of it. And then from there, it will give me prices. Now, as you can see, some of these prices are pretty good. For around $2,000, that's actually a steal when you can fly out there. And we're talking about your flights. We're talking about the room. We're talking about some things to do, food, a lot of things. This thing covers a lot of things for under $2,000. And I know some people might think like $2,000 could be a stretch. This is just for one trip. There's so many things. You want to go to Hawaii? The Hawaii prices to fly out there, cut them in half right now. They're about 300 bucks right now to fly to Hawaii round trip, which is amazing. You get a room, you can do something like this. You could probably spend under $1,000 for a week in Hawaii and have a great time. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I try to hook you guys up with the latest and greatest. I'm going to leave links to this stuff. I do like Expedia because I've been able to get a lot of free stuff and I've been able to build a lot of rewards that I can get some pretty good discounts. So make sure you guys do check that out. As always, you guys take care of each other, and I'll see you guys in the next. Take care, guys.